Right on time. Salutations, Tyree. Can you hear me? Tyree? I don't know if you know this, but I think you're muted. Perfect. Okay. Did you hear?
I'm sorry. Wait 1 second. I'm just transitioning my location so that I can be on the call powerfully. So I'm just going this room here so I could Okay, 1 second. I'm with you though.
Okay. How was your day?
Oh, my day was good.
Did you have any
My day
leftover
was
chili
good.
from
If I had any leftover what?
any leftover chili?
Oh, that's actually funny. Yes, I actually did have leftover chili
Yay,
today.
Ty!
Yes, I ate that for lunch actually, and I'm gonna jump on my computer.
Yeah.
And not only did I have leftover chili, but I also didn't buy anything today, which is a plus. Usually I want to like buy a little snack or a little something to eat, but my chili filled me to the brim.
Ty, the fact that you're letting me do this exercise with you, afterwards, can you send me your mailing address? I'm going to send you a book called
Oh, I love books.
Cafe on the Edge of the World. And I feel like you are going to relate with the message so much.
Okay, I will. I will. I'm very excited. Now I will be switching devices, being that I just got my computer up and running. But in the meantime, I'm here
Okay.
and we can
So
get started.
as we get started, I'm curious, do you have any water by you or anything that...
Yes, I do have water.
Perfect. So grab that water. I'm going to start a little bit of meditation and then we will be done within 28 minutes. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. So what I want us to picture first and foremost when we have our vessel of water is the idea that everything inside of this vessel or container that you have has perfect memory. Now, whatever
Mm,
container you have truly would love to be back to the ocean, that big, vast, extraordinary part that not only skirts, but also skims most of what we know and everything that we hold as precious. As we hold this container, we give that same level of power. Everything it wants
mm,
to return to is holding us just as beautifully as we hold it. And as we allow this
mm.
reciprocity just for a bit, allow yourself to sit, but not sip, that you are about to become that water. Yes, you, the extraordinary Tyree, are about to experience every casualty, every celebration, every calamity and all exploration that humanity has either seen or not, because you have given yourself a space that you have forgot. You are limitless. And as you look at this water before you consume it, allow it everything that you would love to give gratitude as you give into it. Words, feelings, thoughts, or images. Pour everything from your heart and your head into it and fill it. Overfill it with your thoughts, your memories of love, everything you're about to discover for who Ty is below and above. And as you do, allow yourself to end all thoughts you send to this water with some type of sentiment that you know it's a friend, it's a lover, it's a mother, a brother, a sister, a daughter, someone you don't even know, but in every drop you're about to hold is you. And so now allow yourself again. Yes, I know I'm a little whimsical. Give it some space. But allow yourself to be with the water and give yourself a few breaths. And then for as much as you'd like, drink as much of it as you would. And then when you're ready, put your hand over your heart when you're ready to begin.
Mm.
All right.
Beautiful.
Thank you. And so as we start, Yeah. As we start, it's not necessarily, but pretend this is a white piece of paper, completely blank. And for whatever part or measure, it could be close. Oh, you want,
That's
oh,
me.
yeah. It can be close. Always hear audio. It can seem close or it can feel far. And regardless of how you see this paper, allow it to be you, completely blank. And from that space, what we first will do is create shape. And
Okay.
I'm super biased. And so I'm going to make a circle and I'm keeping container. So I'm going to make it purple. Now, within this, everything else is you. Everything that you want to create, everything that you want to partake, everything that you want to do. And first and foremost, the only thing I want you to share with me is what would you be willing to give up to get everything you want and everything you're working on right now if it was to be done? Like everything you're willing to give up. And again, when you think about giving up, it could be giving up that you gain weight every time you eat something you like, or that you have a bad habit of wiping your sleeve or chewing with your mouth open, like anything you're willing to let go. And more than anything, it can also be some identities that you no longer want the undertaking. Like you work too much, you're not empathetic enough, any of those. I'm projecting. So clear that and then go back to a space where you are, Ty. What would you like to release and let go of?
I want to let go of. I'm giving up being doubtful in my potential, and I'm giving up. I'm giving up that I never have enough, and I'll also give up. I'll also give up the parts of me that holds a scarcity mindset. So I find that I can have a scarcity mindset, and I'm giving that up.
Okay. And when you let go of all of that, Tyree, what opens up? And when I say what opens up, let's open it up 10, 30, 50 years from now. Holy cow, you're about to step on stage to speak about your extraordinary life you've been living for decades. How do you show up in that moment? And what lights you up to know when you step on there? It's because you let go of being doubtful of your potential. You gave up never having enough. Your parts that were holding that scarcity mindset are not only let go, and now when you step out on this beautiful 50 years from now, you are everything that you say. What say you of Tyree?
Well, I say what opens up is freedom. Like it's unbelievable freedom that I get to experience, when I give up doubting everything.
Okay.
And wealth and abundance is also something that's present when there's no when I give up scarcity. Like if I never have enough, there's a sense of confidence and ease in knowing that I am enough, and knowing that whatever it is that I do, I will achieve it. Um, high achievement, high achievements, really crushing all of my goals and the things I see for myself. Um, yeah, there's definitely as well, if I look 30, 40, 50 years from now, like there's just like an unleashed, an unleashed, an unleashed, unapologetic
kind of um, demeanor
Mm.
about myself. That's something that I'm letting go of for sure. Also, being apologetic or accommodating. Like there's a yeah, for me to have the sense of being unapologetic and unleashed, the parts of me that would rather accommodate and would rather keep the peace.
Mm-hmm.
I let go of that for me to you know for me to be the unleashed, powerful, confident Tyree Nelson 50 years from now. Then I cannot accommodate for you. Cannot accommodate just because it's just gonna
Yeah. Say more about that because my inner anarchy right now is like, oh, right, like this is what we're doing, like fight the power. And at the same time, knowing that we are in the world of transformation, what would it look like to have those people who may now see that new exuded confidence be touched, moved, and inspired, and maybe rethink their way? And so, what if it could be that you having that unleashed, unapologetic demeanor creates peace? Like, what if you're a peace creator?
yeah.
Like,
Um,
say more about it though, because at least for me, this is you creating it, and I kind of like seamstressed in a little alchemy. Like, so say more about the accommodating to keep the peace. Like, what would it feel like in a world of transformation, Ty? Like, you are the cause in the matter of people truly getting that they can be unapologetic for self, and it does not hinder someone else in that same path. Like, that's your power. Who are you in that? What does that open up?
what that looks like is what that looks like is I mean, it's definitely something that people, you know, you know, I when I see people do that, like when I see people like stand their ground and like say no to a situation or just are they're not really in favor of something,
Mm-hmm.
although everyone else might be. I I respect it and I admire that. So what it would look like in there would be an inner inner knowingness is what's coming to me. It would be like we could figure something out. But what's certain is that the way that I feel about it,
Mm-hmm.
that's this has to be what's so. You know what I mean? Like there's certain things in life that are not worth accommodating for it. It's not worth putting my what I want to decide for the betterment of others. Um, so I just think that what's coming to me is like a collaboration. You know what I mean? Like I don't have to give up something that I want for something to work. Like I find that there can be like a middle ground. There can be somewhere where what I want is being looked after, and what you want is also being sought out too. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to be like a stickler here, where it's like, no, no, I don't, I don't want that. You know what I mean? I just find that there are times when, especially in the face of conflict, that I might just rather be like, okay, okay, you know,
Submit. Yeah.
yes, and like I said, like I just think it'd be, what's coming, like what it would look like is just being respected. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Be respected if I can just say my piece and don't care, not be phased more so, not be phased if someone you know had some gripe about it. Yeah, definitely in the face of conflict.
Well done. Okay, and then you don't have to go as far into it, but think about this. Like you've become this person. You don't do this just by yourself, and you had to have a lot of conversations that brought up confrontation, collaboration, some type of exploration for you to get to that part where you're not even not phased by it. who, when you identify these types of conversations that might happen, Tyree, like, do you see like what types of like, and again, it doesn't have to be like titles, but like, what types of, experiences might have occurred for you to have this? Like it could be like for me, like opening nonprofits. For me, like when I think about opening a financial office, for me, I know this is gonna happen when I receive the Nobel Peace Prize. Like what are like maybe three or two or three events you see happening in these next 50 years that will have this really take place? Does that make sense or?
So what I'm hearing is what events will transpire that would bring these the things that I'm creating to life after I let go of those things that I let go of. What events will be happening? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Okay. Um yes, definitely something with community. Like there's a tangible there's a tangible impact, tangible measurable impact on my home community. There's
Okay.
something that transpired, whether it might be an organization that was created that you know changed the lives of 20 high school students. But there's something that was created that measurably and tangibly impacted my home community. Um, Also, I have I have a residual income of 6 figures, and 50 years from now,
Yep.
I could just see, like, a healed family, like, they're like in the face of confrontation. um I'm almost like a respected, I'm someone that people come to for, you know I suppose, advice
Okay.
in a tough time. That last one is a little iffy for me, but my wisdom is sought after.
Yeah. Okay. So in everything that you've created right now, well done. Again, it's going to take something, although at least knowing what it feels like and what may occur is at least giving the universe a little bit of an idea of what to put on your menu. And for you to also
Yeah.
realize that however you're going through it, it's going to take something. Because beyond just where you are right now, Ty, what I consider this is where are you willing to receive from others? And so the first
Mm.
group of people that we're not going to dive into too much just because of the sake of time. What I call these are your people that keep you grounded. In fact, I think it is hilarious that I have you have over here the grounded in the know, respected, not phased, because these people, you can almost consider them like your pacha people, like the people of the earth, like they will keep you rooted. You might sometimes have a day where you feel like I want to shut off the whole world, and other days you're like, I want everyone to know my birthday. And so these people, they might, hey, Ty's going to go one way or the other. And you might already have 2 or 3 people in your life that are like this. So when I send you this screenshot, what I would love for you to do is maybe by the end of the day, reach out to them and share maybe what you're up to after we're done with all this and see if they're willing to play the game to keep you grounded in the world of you being extraordinary. Now, the next area of people that you will have very often come into your life, I call them your wins of change. They're the people who are going to celebrate. but they're also sometimes the people who are going to try to have you deviate. These people you're going to be in the conversations with, because for everything that you're becoming, they're going to be the people like, yeah, right, Ty. Yeah, sure. People respect you. Oh, yeah, you have an inner knowing. Yeah, tell me about that later. Or they're the people who will be like, yeah, you have a residual income of 6 figures. Whatever it is that they say, you will never get swayed by them, because I'm giving you the power to realize, Tyree, more than who you are and who already keeps you grounded, not everyone in the wind is going to be blowing the way of you. And it's okay, because what's going to truly happen is once you get past some of those spaces of uncomfort and people unknowing your bigness, you will find the people that are waiting for you to light them up. These people, I call you fires. When you're 50,000 feet off the ground, you look at them and you're like, hey, I remember when I first wanted to start having high achievements. Oh my gosh, I remember when I was the person who was in the impacting of my community. Or, oh my gosh, I remember when I was afraid of being asked to be the wisdom seeker for my community and my family and their keeper. And so when you think about these fire people, they're the ones that after everything is said and done, they're the ones who are going to bring you on stage because you have become this person for them for decades. And before they're even going to come into your world, please understand, you will never get to them if you're not willing to share past the winds of change. And that's where conversation really takes place. First, in our heart, we need to tell ourselves that we're willing to go beyond what we even know right now to become the person we've always been. And so when we think about that now, if you have, do you have any water left?
Yes.
Okay. With that same water, I wish upon this next sip that you take to know that as you look at it, you are now allowing yourself to be everything and anything that is possible, and giving yourself that same freedom to have wealth, to be abundant, to have the sense of confidence, the high achievement. You're crushing all your goals. You're unleashed unapologetically in your demeanor about yourself. You're grounded in anybody's no, and you are respected because you are not phased. People have admiration for your inner knowing and your ability to collaborate with people to get to discover their middle ground. There is peace with you, Tyree, in your communities that you've created tangible impact on everyone that you love, and within an organization that has about 20 people of influence who all look to you because you are someone who makes residuals 6 figures and up. You have healed your family in the face of confrontation, and you are someone everyone seeks after when they want wisdom, because you are someone who leads your people to knowing that they are able to let go of the doubt that fills their potential. They are able to give up that they don't have enough because the parts that hold their scarcity in their mindset have been freed. And as you set this out on your journey, allow yourself now another breath before you connect yourself with this community. And as you drink your water, feel free to drink as much as you'd want. And when you are ready, put your hand over your heart and let me know when you are ready.
Yeah.
All right. And with velocity, because I want to be able to wrap this up and I got about 6 minutes. When we think about those beautiful people you are calling in, Tyree, what are some of their characteristics, their strengths and core values that are around you that you have created because you are everything that they've wanted to be around and build with?
These are my inner circle.
Yep, your fiery flames that you're about to cast out to the world and call back into your energy.
I'm talking about the characteristics, right?
Yeah, and honestly, it could be some of the same characteristics you've already listed for yourself, because like energy connects like energy.
Yeah, the characteristics definitely would be like straight. They're straight. Um, people that know themselves for sure, or at least like know. There are people that are willing to say no. Like they're not yes men, right? Um, Curious, characteristic of curious, the characteristic of they're caring, and they are believers. They are spiritual, and growth oriented, and yeah, that's what's coming to me right now.
Okay. And at least in these different areas that you see, you are going to duplicate, you are going to replicate. These people are going to be touched, moved, and inspired by your impact within your community, your organization, with your income and your family. What are some big things you could possibly see that some of these people in your community will go out and do tenfold in the world? You can think about it for a couple seconds, but yeah, let me know if anything comes to mind.
What are some things that these people will do to impact this?
To impact the world. Like they will look at you as a leader and they're like, I'm so inspired by how Tyree got 6 figures. I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Or I am so inspired by the way he is now the person people sought out for wisdom. Like I'm going to do this.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they will. I think a lot of them will be a part of my journey of, like, my income will be dependent on these set of people.
Okay.
They will be a part of the team that allows that to happen. They will be they will be great healers. A lot of healers will be inspired by me, and musicians, will be inspired by me, and people that impact the youth and create a world that works for children will be inspired and created by me, as well as some of the best artists, you know, um, painters, and just the artistic light is something that is will be inspired and sparked by these individuals. Things that bring out the creative energy of a person. An adventure. People that, they're inspired by me, so they're gonna take a trip to 160 countries in 2 years. I want to travel the world because I met this guy named Tyree, and he just changed my life forever. I gave up all my belongings, and now I just live off my backpack because I know that the happiness that I seek is only within myself. Kind of vibe.
Wow. All right, I'm going to land this plane. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
So, and everything that you created, and everything that is still unfolding. Because again, this is just a small exercise that I love doing with people because I choose to see where people really want to impact everything. And so the last part of this, and then I'll conclude it, is to know what you would title this. And so allow yourself to sit back, feel free to drink water. I'm going to give you just the overall making of what you've created, and then I'll send it to you before we leave, okay? Okay.
Okay.
So what is your full name? Because it's Tyree Nelson.
I mean, I have a middle name.
Can I try your middle name?
Yeah, I'll put it right here.
Okay. Abram? Is that how you pronounce
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
So, in the world of who Tyree Abram Nelson is as an extraordinary person who is fully embodied in what it means for all humanity to not only see, feel, and know for themselves it is possible to have a full and limitless amount of freedom, wealth, abundance, sense of confidence, high achievements, and crushing all goals, and unleashing your unapologetic demeanor of being self, grounded in your know and being respected for it, Be not fazed, but admired for your inner knowing and your ability to be in collaboration to discover the middle ground. For communities, for organizations, for the wealth that you will have as residual, and in the healing abilities you have for your family and the wisdom you are sought out after. You bring in a community that is straight with people who know themselves, who are willing to say no and know that they are caring. They are believers. They are spiritual and growth oriented healers, musicians, people who are ready to impact the youth and do the work for and with the children as artists, and people with artist lights who bring out those lights, who are travelers and know how to live for their happiness. Tyree, what would you say as all of that in 1, 2, or maybe 3 words?
I would say the misadventures of a man named Freedom.
Did you say
Misadventures.
did you
Ah,
say, did you say misadventures, or did I hear that wrong?
misadventures. Misadventures. I don't know what that word means. Actually, not sure, but I will say yes. Of the one called Freedom.
Called
No, no, the adventures, not misadventures.
Oh,
Definitely,
okay.
definitely adventures.
Adventures of a man called
No, adventures of the one called.
Oh, like that?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Okay, so what I will do is take a screenshot of this. Smile. And I will send it to you on WhatsApp. And then outside of this, thank you so much for your time and that additional minute. It really means a lot to me because I get that these are areas that I want more people to explore because I want people to have more fun in their lives. And this is one of my favorite things to do.
Well, thank you for the opportunity and just for thinking about me and this activity,
Yeah.
Janine. I really appreciate the unfolding of this and the continuous unfolding. Yes.
All right. Well, I will send it to you. And then do you have any other questions? Or yeah, let's connect even after I get done with my meeting. I'll try to see another time because again, we're gonna have our weekend on Saturday. I'm so excited.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm definitely open to connect. Yeah. You mean like before the weekend, or you just mean ongoingly?
Just like ongoingly, but also I feel like for whatever reason, Desiree connected us. We really are going to be friends.
Yes, I love that. I
Yeah.
love that for us.
All right.
Yes. When is
Well,
it? When is your birthday?
7-Eleven.
7/11. Okay. Okay. Cool.
All right.
Yes.
Well, feel free to WhatsApp me what your birthday is, but I will talk to you soon, okay?
Alrighty. Take care, Janine.
Of course. Bye.